Hey everybody, I was just, first of all, it's early in the morning, so excuse my voice, and plus I'm still just a tiny bit still under the weather, but why can't I say weather? I can't say the word weather lately. What's the weather? Oh my goodness. And I don't know, I'm just hanging out, I'm looking at, I had bought some new stands, nail stands, and these are, I think these are my newest ones. Let me take off my watch because it's getting in my way. Okay. So, love this new stand, but I don't think it's the stand, the magnets here. I think it's these guys. These little guys here. This magnet. Because, I mean, you can even hear that it doesn't have like a strong... It doesn't have a strong magnet, but I have some old ones here that I've had for a while, and they're actually the same, right? Some of them come, I don't know if you know, but some of them come with like a little film on the bottom, and I always just, you want to just pull that off. I don't know if it affects the magnet, but I'd rather it not be there. And you can go ahead and remove the rest of that. But I almost find that these, even though they're the same, these are literally the same. I feel like these are a little bit older, so I feel like, or excuse me, stronger. But they're the same. So, do you hear that? Yeah, these are stronger. So I'd rather use the old ones that I have because they work better for some reason. Maybe now they're just making the new ones not as strong. I'm not sure. But isn't that wild? This almost doesn't even have, I feel like it doesn't even have like a really strong magnet in it. Look. But this space here is good. And another, let's see, let me move this. I have, excuse me, I have here a different type of, what do we call these guys? We're just going to call it a piece. The piece that you stick the nail onto. I don't know what they're called. Even these guys are pretty strong. Oh, that was my accident, or my bad. See, even those are really strong. Look. And it's crazy because I can feel, there we go, I can feel how strong these are. Stronger than these, right? Isn't that wild? So I was just looking at that. So I was just playing around with these are the guys that I have. I've got quite a few nail stands. I remember getting this set such a long time ago. These guys didn't come with it, but these little iridescent guys, this is part of a different set. But these little guys are quite strong too. Now I think it's this space here that's not. I feel like this little guy is strong. Yeah. This one I made here. I made it, but it came out like flat on the back. But, I mean, it still works, and listen to that. I can still use it. I mean, it's functional. It just looks a little weird, but I might make a few more of these. We'll see. But yeah, so my magnet is good. I think that this one is maybe a little bit weak. So you gotta just play around with the nail stands that you have. These guys here, I mean, I think this board here is strong. See, even these silver ones, but the ones are a little bit older, even those are a little bit stronger than the new ones now, I think. But I love this little board. This is such an old one. This one has been around for a very long time. This little checkerboard. Yeah, but I love this one because you could just move them wherever you want. There are some dead spots, like it won't magnetize on any of the 4 outside corners, but it'll do everything else pretty much, which was, I don't know, I always found so strange. But this is a cool little, another little nail stand. This one I made, I'm sure most of you have seen. See, I feel like it's not my stand. I feel like sometimes it depends what little, you know, these little guys you're attaching. I don't know, because see, this one is beautiful. This one's nice. Nice and strong. But then when it comes to the one that I made, like it works, but it doesn't feel very strong. But if you get the one that I made, you'll see, they don't magnetize with each other. That is so strange. See, for certain things, see, the one that I made works great with this one. Right? Hear it? That's strong. Isn't that funny? And then, I don't know, I was just looking at all of the nail stands that I have. There are so many different types of nail stands, guys, out there that you can get if you don't have an idea of what to get and you're like just beginning. I love to use this little putty. I just keep it on. But these guys are fun because these attach to each other this way, if I can get it. Get it, girl. Can I get it? Can I get it? There we go. And they just come off like that. So these are fun. There are so many different types of nail stands out there, guys. Many, many different types. Ones that are not magnetic. So you play around and kind of see what you like. This is another set that I got. It's a kind of different style than this base here, which I love, but I haven't used yet. This is the company, if you're wondering, just on Amazon, and these are probably my favorites. I love these because they're different from these guys here. Same iridescent, but these are cute because they have glitter, which is really, really cute. So I've got a couple of new nail stands that I wanted to get because I have nail stands, but I didn't have anything like this. I do have just realized that I've got several nail stands actually. I forgot I had these. It's one of the last collaborations I did, Miss Glamorous and her collaboration. They came out so cute. But these guys here, as I just stuck my finger, I put some double-sided tape on these. I like having multiple because you can do multiple sets at a time, so these are fun as well. These are actually quite strong, stronger than those guys. These flower stands, I really wish were stronger. If I can figure out a way to kind of pop this out and replace it with another magnet, I would, or I can just make my own. You guys, most of you know that I have made several nail stands out of clay, and you want to know something. I was thinking, there's another type of nail stand that they have. You can find a lot of these on Amazon, Shein, Temu, places like that, AliExpress. But I want to grab out a lot of my resin pieces and turn them into nail stands. I have a lot of, let me just pick up a few things here so we don't have so many things in the way. Let me just put these to the side because these are sticky with glue tabs and I don't want them to keep sticking. So I'm going to put this one away. So yeah, if you have no idea where to start with nail stands, I would say start here with some of these. And very, very affordable these are, guys. Oops, sorry. Just bumped you guys right on over, didn't I? And I love these. These are fun. But again, like, I'm not sure if it's these guys or the little tiny, these iridescent guys that are not as strong. So, and then you can go around and play with your nail stands and see, you know, which ones feel better to you. But yeah, I'm just going to put this to the side for now. So I love these new nail stands. I love the base, but I don't like these little guys. Although I like the older ones. Like these are older than these, and for some reason these feel lightweight, like really lightweight. Actually, these do too. But for some reason the magnetic, or the magnet in them is stronger than these. Don't know why. I'm not sure. Put these in here. I've got some packages to share with you as well that I need to. Let me get this out again because I've got a couple of pieces. So many of you know that I make like resin pieces. I've shown you guys a lot of times. Pieces like this. These are really, really old. I mean, as I did resin so long ago, like many, many years ago. And it's starting to circle back, which is a really, like, a lot of fun to see. A lot of people think it's like a new craft, and it's not. But I started to make a bunch of nail stands. For those of you that are new to my channel, I started to make a bunch of DIY nail stands out of clay, which I thought was smart. Because we can make our own nail stands, and also it's a lot of fun. I've got a bunch of little nail stands in here that I'd love to take out because I don't really want them in here. I think I was using them for, hold on guys, I'm just trying to fish some things out. I think I just threw everything in here when I was done with all of these clay stands. So again, a bunch of resin pieces that I make. This is just a few. I've got a ton more. I just need to pull them on out. Random nail. So this is another nail stand that I made, and we can just grab one of these. It's pretty strong, so it works. And I mean, it sits right. It's fun. They're fun to make. They're a lot of fun. This one I made, but it didn't come out exactly how I wanted to because there's like a little gap there, as you can see. But that's okay. I probably still will use it. So once I started, I can't remember which one I made. I don't remember if it was the melted snowman. A lot of you guys, I made this during the winter. He lost all of his parts because he melted. But I made him into a nail stand. And let's see, I'm going to grab, yeah, see, I feel like some of them just don't grab as good as others. They're not even, these guys are very, very strong. These black and white ones. Let me just put this down a minute. I know I got a lot going on. I'm sorry. But this is literally what I was doing off camera. See how much better that is on this one? So these guys I love. But I don't know. Isn't that so strange? Where is... I'm going going to try to keep these other ones separate. So I'll probably just keep them on here. Oops, just dropped it. There we go. So yeah, I was thinking, so but this one I turned into like a little charm. I don't think could be a necklace. I mean, maybe somebody could wear it as a necklace, but I put a little hook into it so you can make it like a keychain. That would be a cute keychain. So I want to find the rest of these, my resin pieces that I've made so that I can start making them into stands. Why not, right? I've already got the base, you know, I was going to say the important part, but the hardest part maybe would be done, and I just have to get a magnet on there, right? So that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to pull out all of my resin things. I'm going to pull out all of my resin things. Lou, if you know, you know. Shout out to Lou. She's so funny. If you know, you know. But I think I'm going to start making some more stands. So let me... Excuse my voice, guys. Again, I'm still a little bit under the weather. Under the weather. This one I made a little chocolate cupcake. See, so, I don't know. I guess it just depends. If you're not, like, wailing this thing around, it shouldn't fall off. But again, it depends. Like, I feel like certain... Let me try these, guys. I almost feel like I want to start making more of these because, look at that. It won't even magnetize with that one, but this one it will. I mean, they work. They're a lot of fun. If you don't know that you can make your own little nail stands, they're so much fun. This was like a little gingerbread house. I think I started making these in the winter, was it? I don't know. I don't remember. Wasn't that so cute? Gingerbread house. Oh, see? I started to. Look. Here's Hello Kitty. I already started to. I just got to pull out the rest of my other guys. And this one's really old. You can tell because the resin started yellowing. But that's okay. You know, because I think using it for a nail stand doesn't bother me. And you see I even got a little nick there. So it's alright, though, to use as a little nail stand while I, you know, making videos. That's cute. I'm going to keep that out. Yeah, I made a few nail stands. I just don't really show them much. I guess I've shown them on TikTok a bunch, and I've shown you guys on YouTube. I see a bunch of people making their own nail stands, and I love it. So here's a little present, a little melted ice cream scoop with chocolate. They're so much fun to make. Start making some. See, I tried to make like my own little, but I don't think it worked. Did it? I wonder why it's not really magnetizing. But anyways, here's a little cookie. Fun, right? Fun, fun, fun. Lots of fun. For some reason, I wanted like a circular nail stand. And I made one. But you wouldn't think that she stands. And she does. Boom. Boom, boom. Look at her. Look at her. Because that one doesn't agree. Neither does that one. You agree? Nope. You don't agree with each other. Do you? No. What's happening? Nope. What about... Oh. No. What? I'm so confused. What happened? Did I do it backwards? Oh, man. Did I? If I did it backwards, I feel like this one wouldn't. Weird. That's really strange. I might have to make another one. That's really odd. I wonder why. Well, I wonder if I put it backwards. But then why does that one kind of magnetize to it? See, look. That's strange. I don't know. But anyways, I might have to make another one of those because I do love that circular look. But anyways, guys, if you have resin pieces, you can turn them into nail stands. Look, I did. These are already done. I've had these for years. I made these years ago. These clay ones, I did not make these years ago. These are more recent. But you can also make nail stands out of clay if you are interested in making nail stands and maybe you're not comfortable or you don't know about resin, or maybe you're not allowed to use resin, or you just think that resin is unsafe, which there are many, many ways that you can be safe from it. Yes, it is toxic, but you need to be very careful when you are using it. Gloves, mask, maybe a air purifier, windows open, things like that. If you can do it outside, I would do it outside. The only thing is that you got to make sure that there aren't leaves and dust or dirt or anything falling inside of your pieces. So maybe once you pour, get everything done, you can leave them outside, and actually the sun would actually help your resin to cure, but you probably want to cover them so you don't, no little buggies or anything get inside of your resin art. You wouldn't want to just leave it like this, and then when you come back to it, there's all sorts of stuff stuck to it. You wouldn't want that. So I would just find a way to cover your pieces. I think that would be very helpful. So yeah, so much fun to make. If you do not know that you can make your own nail stands, get into it. Get into it. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. See, I did try to make my own little. Hold on. That was because I was trying to invent some things. Here's another little cupcake. Sorry, guys. The lighting. This nail's real pretty. It caught my attention. Here's a couple of others. Let me just show you this one. Can we see? Focus. Thank you. No? Don't want to focus for me? Look how cute she is. Isn't she so cute? Sorry, my lighting is not happy. Not happy at all. Okay. So, and this one's flat, so it sits right like that. Let's test out which ones work. This one works just fine. It's really just about seeing what works, right? So I also made this too. This was the very first one that was kind of like that I made. It was a very, very, I don't know, nerve-wracking thing for some reason. I have no idea. But I don't know why, because I love working with clay, and I've been working with clay for so long. Back to like when I was very, very, very little. I remember back to elementary school, I don't know, maybe 4th, 5th grade where I first learned about, and I mean like real clay making. Like I had an actual, there was a kiln in the class. We were able to like create, we had to use like, what is it? Is it slip? Where you mix like water and clay together. We had to score the clay, and if you wanted to like put pieces together. I just remember all that. The different paint brushes. I remember the smell of the classroom still. And I just remember the classroom being so peaceful when everyone was like in their zone. It was like barely anyone was talking. It was so quiet, and people were just like into their creations. I remember that so well. I loved all of my art classes, but that was one specific class when I was younger that I do remember so well. But yeah. But so this one I made, and then sorry. And I remember coloring it. Like I remember looking at all the colors and being like, oh, why are these colors all so dull looking? And when the piece came out of the kiln, it was like a complete different color. I thought that was so cool. If you know, you know what I'm talking about. But these two magnets weren't, like, I had them a little off, which was a complete mistake. But I wanted to keep it anyway because that was like my first one. I might get rid of it because if it doesn't work, like color. And then I remember trying to make my own little pieces to see. These are good though. I think this is not gonna. This I should make with, like, if I was making this into a nail stand, attach that there, and then we're good to go. But to make it as like one of the pieces, I think it's a little bit too big, which again, I was experimenting. So I think I might, because this is a good height for like these flat nail stands. See, I was just experimenting with different clay pieces to see what will work for me. What would work. But yeah, just play around. If you got some clay, like you can get some kits of clay for very affordable prices. You can obviously make them with resin. Just be very, very careful. I just wanted to show you all the different options of nail stands that there are, and that also you can make nail stands on your own. Do not have to buy these. I made these all by hand, guys. Okay? Super beginner friendly. Stay tuned because I've got some more Amazon packages that I want to share with you, that I want to show you. I'm probably going to organize more of my nail stand things a little bit more off camera, so that I can end this video and make another video for you guys. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a little bit of a short one, but I just wanted to let you guys know that you can. Don't be afraid to make your own. Look, I even made this into a keychain. Don't be afraid to make your own art. Get creative and have fun, right? We can make our own nail stands or our own jewelry, right? I'll see you guys in the next video.